How do we reach people and help them to understand that buying supplements off the shelf is not going to make them healthy? Like, they really need something that is crafted specifically for them. And the same thing goes for our topicals. Our topicals have worked miracles for some people, but they're not a one size fit all. Like, somebody asked me, well, why do you have 7 different pain topicals on your website? Well, I said, well, I should probably have 30 because there's
Yeah.
so many different type of people that one pain topical is not going to work for everybody else. So yeah, I make several different pain topicals because I come into contact with somebody and they're like, it worked a little bit for me, but I'm still in pain. And so I talk to that person, I interview them, I hear what's going on behind the scenes, and then work to craft a formula that's specifically for them. And so herbal medicine is not like a pharmaceutical drug where they're one size fits all and you can give them in a blanket situation. You really have to be specific to the person. You have to unwind how they got to where they are and why did their body deteriorate to the point like yours where you're in chronic pain all the time.
I mean, I have a hunch as to a couple things, some of it trauma based, some of it alcohol related from when I used to drink a ton. So I feel like, and I always am the first person to be like, I take ownership of all of my bad decision making skills, but here I am. I'm doing the absolute very best that I can. I don't have the best appetite on the planet. So that's part of it, because when I'm in so much pain, my appetite is like, I don't want to put anything in my stomach right now. Like, I'm nauseous all the time. Nobody likes being nauseous. Like, I'd almost rather live in pain than be nauseous. And so I make decisions to live a little bit more in pain than living in nausea. I mean, it's just like, what do I do first in all of these things? I need like 20 things to be the first in line, you know? And so it's always like chicken before the horse. That's not what it's
Chicken
called.
before the egg.
Chicken before the horse. We're calling it that from go forward. But you know what I mean? It's just, it's so frustrating because all of us that are listening right now, including myself, for starters, my jaws just dropped to the ground, of course. But it's the like, now what do we do? So what do we do when you're talking to you're talking to people in the audience that have had I just wrote down one of my girlfriends who had double mastectomy, and I'm wondering right now about what happened, what's going on with her lymphatic system, because she's in total pain and now it's in her legs. Like, crazy stuff that we're all going through. And so many women, men, we're not discounting you, but we talk a lot more about women that are going through all of these just complete head to toe kind of pain. The fibromyalgia is the like, throw it into the fibromyalgia category because we can't figure out what else it is. Mine, which is CRPS, which is so incredibly rare. It's like impossible, and it responds so differently as well. So what do we do? How do we start on something like this?
The first place to always start, and so I'll tell you, I've never had a client walk in my door and only had one thing wrong with them.
Of course not. No. Yeah.
My clients walk into my door and they have a laundry list of things that are wrong with them, and I can't give them 50 things at once. We have to prioritize. And it's actually one of the comments that I get quite frequently from clients is they like that I didn't overload them with a bunch of things. So I always start with the gut. If there's a problem with the digestive system, nothing else in the body is ever going to correct itself until you correct the gut. So that's number one. You have to look at gut health. You have to look at, do you have some kind of bacterial overgrowth? So the thing about the bad bacteria in our body is that it actually attaches itself to the mucosal layer. It protects itself with biofilms. So it gets to live and survive in your gut.